Hello, thank you for showing interest in Microsoft Intune learning. Myself, Pavan Kumar, I have about 15 years of IT experience. Throughout my experience, I worked with server technologies from Microsoft and databases and cloud technologies and more into SCCM, System Center Configuration Manager, and Microsoft Intune with EMS. Throughout my career, I worked for larger enterprises and supported close to 300,000 different devices globally. I played different roles throughout my career as architect, as a team member, and as a technical engineer, as a senior engineer. Different roles I played throughout my career. And one of the interesting subject for me would be the SCCM and Microsoft Intune. And this is where I'm gonna teach you now Microsoft Intune throughout this course. Once you enroll into Microsoft Intune course or into this course, you would be learning all the possible options which are available within Microsoft Intune. And I'm going to cover the latest Microsoft Intune as on date. The course is such a way designed for the beginners to advanced level of configurations can be easily learned if we can go through the section wise, and there are advanced topics which also covered. For example, if you can look at your create device profiles, this itself a massive, almost close to 35 different configurations what we talked about within this. This course also talks about the troubleshooting problems that you encounter within Microsoft and Microsoft environment when you're trying to set it up, or it could be different issues that you face within the lab. And I've covered almost all the sections. It's not just limited to enrolling the devices. You do have within this course a different type of devices enrollment process, not just Windows. It can be Apple, Android, Windows, and the categories and any of the issues while the devices are getting enrolled. And we also talked about the device compliances, not just from the Android specific. We also talked about Mac, iOS, and Windows specific settings. And also we talked about within this course about device configuration specific to the massive compliance auto remediation policies. That is nothing but your profile configurations for almost 35 different configurations we configured. It's not just for one kind of setting. It can be Android devices or Android for enterprise, and Windows devices, iOS and Mac, and different devices we did talk about within this course. And we also talked about device security, which are coming from the Microsoft default. We also talked about different applications that can be pushed from from your line of business applications, or from a store like Windows Store or Windows Store for Business, or from the Android Play Store or App Store. We tested different applications, almost all kind of category specific applications we did talk about within this course. It's not just the application deployment. We also applied the application protection policies, how best you can isolate from your devices. When I say devices, it could be your mobile phone, or it could be your computer, and different settings that isolate your private and personal or the company profile data, and how best you can secure all that we have discussed within this course. And we also talked about the licensing, how best you can assign the corporate licenses if somebody purchases some of the application specific, store specific, or mobile devices. If they purchase like Apple, a bulk deal, you bought it maybe thousands of devices, and how to import within the Microsoft Intune and assign them dynamically. We also talked about user creation and sync up with your on-premises environment with Microsoft Intune, and creating users within the Microsoft Intune and your Active Directory, and setting up different dynamic groups or the normal groups or security groups to create. And we also talked about reporting purpose and the software updates and autopilot, different options we explored. In other way, we tried all the options that are available in this Microsoft Azure Blade. Thank you for enrolling or showing interest to learn Microsoft Intune. We'll catch you in the next lecture.